Just
a little
crank it.
tie
Make
up.
sure it's in neutral. You want me to crank it? Just crank it.
Just bump
I'm
it.
Scared. Yeah, I'm scared too, but we gotta find out.
Hold on, let me put the bump button on.
That's fine. Just turn the bump button on. I can do it.
Okay. Neutral.
She's good.
She looks good.
Crank sounds good.
The mandrel is just a little.
Okay, so we gotta revise our crank. We gotta revise the crank support.
So it might need a little.
I think that thing's turning into a noodle with the vibration.
Yeah, I would say it might need a little. We might need to put some sort of brace from there to there.
Yeah.
As much as we didn't really want to have a bunch of stuff,
A little standoff.
Yeah.
unfortunately, might do because I think at high RPMs while it's going, this thing is as much as we were thinking. It might end up either being a lot thicker than this, so it doesn't deflect as much. But I think it's gonna deflect either way. So we'll probably have to put some sort of something, maybe in the cross. In this cross or somewhere, something just to keep it away from this dimension. So we'll see. We had a little bit of a she noodled and caught a little bit, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to take the
should be
belt
all right.
off and
We're gonna inspect.
probably end up taking all that shit off. We'll double check the balancer bolt. We're just gonna run through everything on the crank real quick. So we'll check the balancer bolts. We'll clean the crank pulley off. We'll get a wire wheel on there. Get all the excess aluminum off the edge of it. I think I'm gonna call Sergio and see if he can make us a new plate out of like 3/4, and maybe even no designs on it, like same shape.
Just
overall.
solid.
Just make it solid 3/4 aluminum, and then send us with another set of spacers.
For the center and no, I don't know what the spacers are gonna help with though.
Because it's only a 1/4 inch off the pulley. I guess if we do what you just said and add stands,
Yeah,
then we could do that.
we're gonna take it back to the pits and do a little bit more inspection. Kind of like you said, go through all the crank stuff. Obviously, went through all the valve train stuff just now, a little bit ago. But so far for the first pass, aside from this, Bob did a great job. Everything went well, just like before.
It only went a 150, 160 foot. It was pretty fat rolling off the clutch. I think the RPM is too low because this motor doesn't really make power until like 5,000. Then it takes off like a rocket ship. I really wanted to get an A to B to see how the suspension was going to work. I wanted to make sure it drove straight. It did that 100%. The suspension looks awesome. I'm going to literally put 2 clicks into the front end and that's it. So we have a good starting point there. And then crank support's obviously a big thing. Look at the tune-up. It still went 158, turning off at 1,200 feet. So, I mean, it literally just went 863, shutting off, and on easy street. So, as long as we can get this situation remedied, which is far less work than what we've done in the past, and prove that we can handle.
And we proved that it doesn't technically need the crank support, but I guess that was on the other crankshaft with the bigger snout. But this is definitely a benefit to have. Little safety.
It'd be nice to keep it.
Yeah, for sure. So, overall, like I said, a good success for first pass. What is going on, everybody? Streetcar Shenanigans YouTube channel. Welcome. We are at SickWeek Day 1. Driver's meeting is over. We are now getting everything ready. We're going to be the last pair, or last group going down, AB Radial. D and C are going to go first. They're trying to clean and dry the track. So here we are, SickWeek Day 1. How's it gonna be today, Nicholas?
One and done. That's what we're doing today. We have to. We adjusted the tune-up from the test run to go a little bit faster going into yesterday's test session. But unfortunately, I'm sure you've already been updated by Dan. We got rained out yesterday, so we didn't get the test. And the test pass that we did make, we had an issue with the crank support and the blower pulley made contact at about 7:30 into the run, and then the run was out of it at 8:08 into the run. So we don't really have any good data going into today, and with all those things happening, still went 861 at 158, which is the second best pass that this car's made. So looking like we probably are bringing too much sauce to the party. So we got to figure out what I want to do. I think I'm going to put the same timing ramp that was in it, the first pass, and then minus a degree out the back, so it'll kind of slow it down a little bit mile an hour wise, because based on the incrementals of the time slip, it's really trucking in second and third gear. So I think if it carries that momentum through fourth gear, we're just going to go too fast, even with a slow 60 foot. So I think the strategy for the week will likely be keep the 60 foot slow and easy, and try to target like 165 to 167 miles an hour, because like a 140, 145, 60 foot and 165 to 167 is probably going to put us like right on the 850 mark. So we almost basically did that, minus the problems that we had. So not really going to change much. I think it's pretty ready to go. Just kind of stay on top of it, make sure that don't miss anything, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and I think we'll be okay.
Day 0 got rained out. Luckily, we had a test day before that, so you saw that pass and what went on there. But we got it all back together. Now, thinking Bob, we have a few things to check out in the car. Gonna go over a couple little things, obviously. As you can see, crank spurs on. There's our little Home Depot fix for SickWeek 2025. As we said, SickWeek 2024 fix right there, 2025 down there. So we've kind of just been sitting here chilling, waiting for our class to get called up. They did D first, C second. Why is it too low? Oh, sorry. So as you were saying, yeah, D first, C second, AB slick, and then AB radial. AB slick is up now, so I'm gonna go kind of get a little snippets of that, and then hopefully Bob and Nick will get the car ready. It's pretty much all ready to go, but they'll get it ready the rest of the way and come pull up into the lanes. Once AB group radial is called, it is a bloodbath out here. Everyone just swarms to get in the lanes first. doing there, Bob?
I missed second and third. Thought I had it. Felt good for a second. But Nick said we would have went too fast anyway. But yeah. But it was, yeah.
Hey, crank support's solid.
That's good. Crank support lived up to that. We'll get it cooled down, and like Bob said, based off the incrementals that we saw, went a 140 60 foot, which was a tenth faster than when we went an 863. So we probably would have had a big problem going out the back anyways. Probably would have been too fast. So we would have had to make 2 passes either way. So now here we are, gonna wait, get the car prepped up, and get for the second pass. Gas station, right, Bob?
We made it to the gas station.
Do a little siphon,
Some tuning.
change it. Took the blower belt off for the drive. Obviously the crank support is off. Did all that just so we can have a little bit less noise, a little smoother drive. Nice, calm, cool, and collected, right?
Getting over my depression.
Lots of people here.
If it makes it only because I'm hotel, that's a win in itself.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mr. Weeder pulling away. Who else? Goldstone's here, RC's here. Oh, Finnegan's here. They made it here. Couple others. You made a pretty decent rip, huh? No?
Absolutely.
Didn't go so. Oh yeah, you were shaking all the way down the track.
It went 9-10, and that's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a bummer. Bummer to hear that we only got 1 pass, that's for sure.
Yep,
But-
especially because we were kind of swinging for it. That's usually what we do, is swing for it the
Right.
first one.
Yeah, so everyone ended up only getting 1 pass. Obviously the first pass was not ideal for us. Had we known, probably would have pushed Bob, be like, hey, if anything happens, just get back in it and run it out the back. So at least we have something to work off of. He kind of coasted after the missed-shift, which was unfortunate. So it ended up getting a 12. And now if we go an 850 every single track, we can only average a 920, unfortunately. So we'll see. But this is a hot place. This is a happening. Oh. Midnight. All right, we gotta move. Everybody's here. So like I was saying, obviously since that pass, we're only going to be able to get a 920, which will kind of hurt our positioning to get first, our potential to get first. So hopefully now we'll be aiming for a top 3 finish at least, to at least carry us through the week. We'll see what ends up happening. So